Start recording. We're recording now, guys.
We're recording. Hey, you're listening to episode 124. Is that what I said? Of CultPOP Podcast's Fresh Floppies?
Yeah,
That's the one. Bram, bram, bram.
I think we're recording, guys.
Oh, hey, don't ever do that again. CultPOP! What's up to our sidekicks and henchfolk out there in the Geek Nation? Welcome to Fresh Floppies, episode 124, the show wherein this guy, Jeremy, and
white guy with a beard.
The white guy with a beard, and I'm the other white guy with less beard. We talk about the weekly comics, but without any spoilers. You're welcome. I'm JD of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex, located at 4327 Main Street, Philadelphia, PA, 19127. We're going to be expanding.
That's so
cool. The shop's going to be getting
dude.
bigger. I'm going to have games and D&Ds and Magic the Gatherings and friendships, I hope. I don't know.
Sorry, I just
very
fucked
excited.
up the microphone. I'm also very excited.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out there all the time. I'm not going to work there.
No.
I'm just going to sit in the way, directly next to anybody else who's sitting in the shop.
Like your cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Cookie, who likes to stand directly behind our heels in the hopes that we will crush her and end her existence. Hey, Absolute Superman number 15 came out this week. DC Presents All In. A new story arc starts here by Jason Aaron and the guy who was drawing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Jason Aaron, and that is
Teenage Needle Teetle Needle.
Ferreyra. Where's the shoot?
I don't know.
Dead air. Why? Wait, there's no page.
I put my book in the stand. Oh, it's at the very end. It's like the page directly after the last story page.
What the frick?
It looks like an ad.
Oh, it looks like an ad. You're right. Yeah. By Jason Aaron and Juan Ferreyra and Becca Carey. So I'll be honest.
Please do.
For the first time in my life, I am now caught up to Absolute Superman. I've only read maybe the first volume, maybe 6, 7, 8 issues. Maybe 8 issues. So I'm a little behind. But hey, new story starts here. Are you all caught up?
I am caught up, barring the issue directly before this, 14.
Okay.
Which, I mean,
was that the end of this whole storyline?
I guess so, yeah.
Uh-oh.
But I mean, we all knew how it was kind of going anyway. Yeah. But they recap things pretty nicely in this issue.
Yeah, this is a great jumping on point. If you're not on the Absolute Superman train, or if you fell off, you could 100% jump in on here.
Absolutely.
Number 15.
And I'm very happy with this.
It's good.
It's a really good issue.
Yeah.
Good jumping on point. I'm also excited for what seems to be a more personal and like not quite street level in the way that Spider-Man is street level, but like the first arc was very, big corporations taking over the world. What is this random guy going to do about it?
Yeah.
This is toned way more down so far into him being much more personal and dealing with individuals.
Yeah.
And I like it quite a bit.
It feels much more Superman-y.
It does feel much more classic Superman-y.
Yeah. Like this is...
But still with some of the edge.
Yeah.
Because this issue, I mean, very much the main theme of it is him coming to terms with his more low-key life now. Yeah. And how he's going to handle his life moving forward. Now that he is like a known entity versus when we started the series, he was kind of just this hidden mystery that people didn't really know.
The red blur, the blue blur. I forget what he was called on Smallville TV show, but before he
blur rings a bell, but I
never
saw Smallville.
So I didn't even realize until I thought it was a coloring issue. I didn't realize that he wasn't in the red and blues up until today. Like this is a new version of the suit for him, the bright blue. I guess he was black before. He had a black suit?
They did mention him being in black. I think it was he in black?
I think he may have been in black this whole time, and I just thought it was a coloring thing, like a dark blue instead of black.
Yeah, I feel like I probably had the same thing in my head, that it was just a dark blue.
So yeah, this is definitely a step in the more Superman-y direction of the 100%. Superman that I'm used to. There was a little part of me that was reading the beginning of this run, feeling it was a little Zack Snyder-y in how angry he was and how a little unhinged he was and all this other stuff. But he's definitely calming down and sort of finding his place in the world, which I really like. This issue was awesome. I really enjoyed this. And I wasn't sure about this weird cloud of a cape that he has. there's something about looking at it. It just feels like a swarm of red bees or something like that.
No,
that's
like fair.
It's sort of nanotech, but I do like how he uses it almost like Spider-Man symbiote. Like he uses it to help hold things together. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's very much like we establish pretty early on that the cape is effectively, an AI of sorts that does communicate with Cal and can form its own shapes and do its own thing and be asked to go off and do whatever. It's basically like the robot or the ship that his parents sent him off in that was programmed to protect him is what his cape is, which is really cool.
It is pretty cool. I like so when Superman was first around in the 30s, he was going after like slumlord or landlords and stuff like that. Like, what are they called? Slumlords.
Yeah, slumlords.
Is that what it is? So, and that he's kind of doing that here. He's going after billionaires who are so reckless with their capitalism that they let people die.
Yeah, exactly.
So I like that he's kind of going back to his roots here a little bit as well. This is very cool. This was fresh AF for me.
Me too.
I wasn't sure how I'd feel about it, but
I'm glad that you read it as someone who was a lot further behind than me. Just out of curiosity to see how that goes. So yeah, great.
Yeah,
fresh
definitely. You can jump on it. Jump on this. Absolute Batman Arc M one shot, and that is by Zack Snyder, Frank Tieri, and an artist I'm unfamiliar with. Roman Stevens is the colorist. Joshua Hixson is the art and coverist. So yeah. If you've been reading Absolute Batman, you know that Arc M is this big underground city of experiments. Is that correct?
Yeah?
Is that sort of
basically?
Yeah,
and a giant facility.
Yeah, underground. And this is the origin story of the original Arkham Asylum that we all know from the regular continuity, but not quite how it becomes Arc M.
Yeah,
it's Arkham, and then what happened. I like that it includes a very mysterious and prominent historical figure is very cool. And then it also deals with a little bit of Absolute Joker. So yeah, this was pretty good. You didn't read this one yet, did you?
I didn't finish it, no. But I was actually curious if Joker would be relevant because in the last issue, it's established that the Joker is effectively like almost like the evil version of normal universe Bruce Wayne. Where he's loaded and involved in everything.
Yeah.
So I was curious if he'd be involved in this too, and seemingly.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
Oh, actually, I guess when we first catch a glimpse of Absolute Joker, it is in the context of Arkham. So yeah, never mind. We already knew that. Yeah. I just forgot.
Yeah. Joker is sort of, he's not immortal, I don't think. Maybe he is immortal. I don't know. But he's been around for a very long time.
He brings Lazarus Pit vibes, but that hasn't actually been brought up. So
yeah, I don't think we're quite sure how he's able to sustain himself, but Lazarus Pit would make sense since. Oh, that's the other thing about Absolute Superman is that there's no. His big bad right now isn't Lex Luthor; it's Ra's al Ghul and the Lazarus Corp.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Lazarus Corp has been the main thing he's been fighting,
which I think is an interesting change up, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, this was fine. I think Batman Arc M one shot is just fine. It is a really solid backstory for the creation of Arkham Asylum. And is it not Amadeus Arkham? Is that his name?
No.
It's something like that.
It's on like the first page, isn't it? Or am I crazy?
I don't know. Oh yeah, Dr. Amadeus Arkham.
He was right.
Amadeus. So yeah, this is pretty fresh.
Yeah.
I don't think you need it. If you're reading Absolute Batman, you don't 100% need this. But if you're reading Absolute Batman, might as well. Yeah. It's not context. Bad. It's just, it wasn't like the Absolute Joker issue, which was on the last episode, 2 or 3 weeks ago, where I was like, oh, this was gnarly. This was really fun. This is just a little bit of context and backstory that is interesting.
Yeah. It feels like as opposed to forcing a what's the word for an exposition issue into the main run, they gave us a quote unquote special and we're just like, here's some context, and we're like, okay, cool, fine, yeah.
Yep. What do you got? What did you read?
Oh, what did I read? Wow, I learned how to read this week. I forget.
Ooh, catch me up on Absolute Spider-Man or Amazing Spider-Man.
Absolute Spider-Man would be rad as hell.
Yeah.
And actually, this Amazing Spider-Man is going pretty hard currently. So we are. I don't know the last time we talked about it on the show. It's probably been a good 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, because I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 issues behind.
Oh God. So yeah, last we probably discussed was this new baddie called Hellgate.
Yep. He punches Spider-Man into space or something.
He punches Spider-Man so hard that he wakes up in space.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all we know. And Spider-Man gets picked up by this alien called Xanto Starblood, who is basically super intelligent guy, alien, doing a bunch of research with Peter. Peter's main goal at the time is like, I have to train and get stronger and do whatever I can to get back to Earth and beat Hellgate because he got his ass beat. And Xanto Starblood is helping him with all that. And then Peter goes into like the basement of the starship they're on, finds a bunch of living beings, including a rocket raccoon, being experimented on, and he's like, "Oh, f you, Xanto Starblood."
Yeah.
He doesn't say his full name every time. I just do because it's a badass name.
Yeah. Xanto Starblood it sounds like a metal band.
I love it.
Yeah.
So long story short, they escape. Spider-Man is too nice, and Xanto's still alive and still with the crew. It's basically now turned into almost Spider-Man's version of Guardians of the Galaxy because they're very like quirky and comedy forward, which is actually they do it really well. It's really fun. And in the meantime,
Joe Kelly and Pepe Larraz are drawing the.
Thank you. I always forget.
Joe Kelly and Pepe Larraz killing it.
Yeah, they're doing great. And in the meantime, while Peter is gone in space, everybody on Earth is like, where the hell is Peter? And in the meantime, Norman Osborn has taken up the mantle of Spider-Man with his own tech. And everybody's like, why is Spider-Man beating the shit out of people now? Yeah. Because he is.
And then also, why is Peter Parker a piece of shit all of a sudden? Oh, right, because that's Ben Reilly.
Yeah, Ben Reilly, who I don't know if we're ever told how he got news of Peter being gone, but Ben Reilly shows up to basically handle Peter's life while Norman Osborn is filling the gap of Spider-Man's life.
So fun.
And nobody likes it.
Yeah. No one's having a good time. Except for me. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's actually been really good. So this issue, we finally start to get some context in a little bit in the last issue in number 18 about who Hellgate is, where he's come from, how he has affected other people, including one person who's currently in this little space crew they have. This issue, we get a glimpse of, for lack of a better term, the entities in charge of him, and why he's doing what he's doing. There's still a lot of questions to be answered, but I'm not mad about it. Like there are some comics where I'm like, there's a good way to leave out context that leaves curiosity without me feeling like reading it is pointless. And we'll talk about that a little bit when it comes to X-Men, but I think this is really good. They're giving me just enough information to still be hooked in. The writing is fun and funny. The two different stories, Earth and Space, are really good. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. I highly recommend. It's honestly maybe my favorite Amazing Spider-Man arc since I started reading it a few years ago.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I was planning on catching up so that I could read today's issue and chat about it, but I am 5 issues behind and I read one of them last night. One of the things I liked about, what was it, issue 15 maybe, I think that I read, was he's pissed off at, what's his name, Xanto Starblood? Xanto Starblood. But he's still working with him in order to get stronger.
Yeah, yeah.
Now that he's freed the captives who they're being experimented on, including Rocket, he's still like hanging out, which pisses off Rocket.
It pisses off pretty much everybody else. Yeah.
And but then he's also making out with I don't know her name.
It is.
He's getting intimate with one of the aliens, and it's Mommy
Ray, which is short for something.
Goodness gracious!
Hold on,
I like her.
Yeah, there's one of the aliens in the crew who is It's fine. That's a bit of a spoiler. But one of the aliens in the crew. No. Just what I was about.
Raylith the Wretched. And also, I can't wait to see more of Symbi, which is this little baby symbiote.
He doesn't do much. He just kind of pops up and you see a little speech bubble with a picture of a brain because he just wants brains. And he just comes in and out as we please.
I'm an easy target for shit like that. Yeah. Like Jarro, little baby Starro in a jar that wanted to be the best Robin ever for Batman. I'm like,
that's unfamiliar to me.
I love Jarro, and R.I.P. because we haven't seen him in a very long time. But
fresh AF for me. Amazing Spider-Man is great right now.
I'm excited to catch up. I'm really enjoying this run. Hey, let's talk about something we both read. How about Carmen Redclaw from the World of Hellboy, #1 of 4.
Belly of the Beast.
By Mike Mignola, Ray Allen, and Michelle Madsen. This is a Western Johnsky. I like the occasional Western Johnsky.
I am, when it comes to non-superhero stuff, I think Western might be one of my favorite comic genres. Right. I don't know why I feel like it translates for me better than like sci-fi, fantasy, etc. I don't know why. Maybe just because it's more believable Western just being printed on this flimsy little paper, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway. There
are some good, if you out there are interested in Western comics, there are some really good ones. There's something, what was it? Enfield Gang Massacre?
Yeah.
Which is a spinoff from That Texas Blood. There was a really good one by Brubaker and Phillips called Pulp. There's some
I forgot about Pulp. Pulp was really
Pulp was awesome. That's a nice little one and done. You can.
Have you read East of West?
I've only read the first volume of East of West, but they put out a big old chunky boy compendium, and I really want it. It's Hickman. It's a Hickman.
Oh, I didn't realize it was Hickman. Okay, got it.
Yeah, sci-fi Western. It's really fun.
I recently got digital copies of it, but I might have to get that big boy because I saw we have a couple in the shop, right?
Yeah. It's one of those ones that it starts off a little confusing, but as it goes, it makes more sense.
Wow, Hickman.
Hickman's. Yeah. Anyway, what's this book called? Carmen Redclaw.
Carmen Redclaw.
So I don't know much about the Mignola world of Hellboy.
Neither do I.
I like the occasional Hellboy, but I do find it a little repetitive and slightly boring sometimes, which I know will get me canceled by my own self.
Cancel them. Everybody go.
So the thing that confuses me is that there is Lobster Johnson, which is a fictional character in the Hellboy universe that I think Hellboy reads the novels of. It's like mystery novels.
Oh.
Lobster Johnson. He's like an old-timey superhero, a mystery superhero. And this is Carmen Redclaw, which sounds like a lobster. So I'm curious what that tie-in is. And I don't know if this is a character we've met before, but the way she's introduced and dealt with in the confines of this issue is... We've seen her before. We know who this little lizard guy is on her shoulder.
Yeah. She's got almost akin to like Mushu in Mulan, like a little angry lizard.
Yes. Yeah. That's a nice catch. So I'm wondering if this is another fictional character in the fictional world of Lobster Johnson, and this is the Western fictional universe.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Like a cowboy. But this was solid. I think if you like Westerns with a little bit of supernatural tinge, it's pretty fun. I liked it. What did you think?
By the end of
pretty fresh.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. By the end of it, I didn't enjoy it as much as I hoped I would at the start of it. Like they gave us some hints of a deeper story, but it wasn't quite deep enough for me to care.
Yeah.
And then like the very last page is positioned like a huge cliffhanger, but I just didn't care about it. Like it wasn't a big deal.
The baby is hungry.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we done? We finished? Okay.
There's also just throughout the book, there's a bunch of people being like, this thing is cursed. No, it's not. No, it's cursed. No, I don't think so. Yeah. And I was just like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It can be cursed. I don't know. I didn't particularly care. It was, what did you call it?
Pretty fresh.
What's the step below that?
Fresh.
Fresh? It was fresh.
It's fresh.
It was fine.
Fresh enough.
Fresh enough. Yeah, that feels better.
Yeah.
It was fresh enough. I think
slightly above fresh.
Yeah, I think if this name means anything to you, and or if Hellboy means anything to you, I think you might be further drawn to it than I was.
Okay.
But otherwise, for someone without context, it didn't really do it for me.
As someone who actively just said, I like Western comics.
That's why when I started, I was really excited. And like, the character itself was fine, but
you know what?
It just felt a little shallow to me.
Yeah, thank you. Speaking of the character, I wanted more from that main character. So far, we don't get a lot of her personality.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about Westerns, though, right? So many Westerns are like the man with no name, and he's just a dude, doesn't talk much, shows up, sees a problem, six guns it, heads out of town. So that's part of the Western pastiche, right? Is like the sort of main character, you don't know too much about them. And in fact, I'd say you get more in this main character than you do in a lot of Westerns, which is you get some of her past as a child, and I think she may be Native American because
I think that they position
people in the town are giving her the hairy eyeball.
Yeah, and being super weird about it.
Yeah. So, but even still, I would have liked a little bit more from her.
I think we skimmed the surface of too many things for me.
Yes.
We skimmed the surface of her character. We skimmed the surface of
this little
of
lizard.
The story. Yeah, of the lizard.
And their relationship.
Of like the nature of supernatural stuff in this world. We just sort of kind of like, it's just little flybys that weren't quite enough for me to be invested.
I mean, it's 4 issues, so I'm hoping it'll delve a little further into it.
Yeah, it might pick up real fast. Yeah.
I think I enjoyed it a little bit more than you did. I thought it was pretty good. But I certainly understand your qualms.
I'm qualmed.
You're qualming it?
Yeah. All right.
Let's wrap this up with an Age of Revelation epilogue, Shadows of Tomorrow, X-Men number 23, legacy numbering 323 by Jed MacKay, Tony Daniel on art, and Mark Morales.
Big love for Jed MacKay, dude.
Yeah, he's great.
He's rocking it.
Yeah, he has climbed my my list. So for anyone who doesn't know, the Age of Revelation just wrapped up
last week, right?
Yeah. And now all of the X books are back to the current timeline.
Yeah, and back to current numbering from like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago maybe.
This picks up literally where number 22 left off, which is Doug Ramsey, aka Revelation, joining the X team.
Yeah.
What I thought was interesting about this is, so in Age of Revelation, Cyclops and Beast had their minds shifted from 10 years ago into their far future bodies. And so when this picks up, number 23, it is Cyclops' future brain going into current Cyclops body and trying to kill Doug. Wait, no, Doug?
Yeah, Doug.
Yeah, Doug Ramsey.
Doug Ramsey, Revelation, Cypher.
So, I thought that was kind of cool. I figured Age of Revelation was completely over with, but we're still dealing with just the flip side of the brain swap, which I think is kind of really interesting.
I do like how they did that. I mean, I guess it tracks the whole this era or phase, I guess we want to call it, being called Shadows of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I wrapped up some of the most like essential stories of Age of Revelation last night before I read this, just so I could get caught up. It's a very interesting event. Should I spoil the whole thing?
No.
Okay.
No, this is a non-spoiler.
Well, I mean, like in terms of Age of Revelation, which wrapped up last week. But
sure.
basically, wow. Okay, I should have formulated my thoughts. So, what I was getting at earlier about like not necessarily filling in enough gaps for me to be fully invested in a story.
Yeah.
I feel like Age of Revelation didn't do that, where the whole time I was like, why is Revelation doing this? Like, we know, so basically he was the prodigy of Apocalypse. Apocalypse went up to Arrakis, aka Mars, and was like, you watch after the planet. And Apocalypse has always been a mutants over humans guy, trying to like form the world in his vision. So, very long story short, we find out at the end of Age of Revelation, in the finale issue, that his whole motivation was he released an X virus with the intention of turning all humans mutants so that everybody could be equal.
Great.
Because he was trying to come to terms with his motivation as a generally good guy, being like, the strong should survive according to Apocalypse, but according to me, the strong should also take care of the weak. So let's just make everybody strong.
Nice.
And then we're fine. virus was wrong. Humans died. He was like, damn. Well, now I have to do more to reach this goal and prove that my actions were worth it so that these people didn't die for nothing. He references Ego, the living planet, and is like, my answer to this is now everybody who is infected is connected, and I'm turning the planet into one living mass.
Wow.
So that was the whole thing.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. That's the thing is like the last couple issues I read, I was like, this is cool. Yeah. I'm like, this is actually pretty rad and it's getting intense. But it was just leading up to it. We just had too many stories.
It's so meandering. Man, I gave up on it.
Because it was split up into like 8 to 12 different
miniseries, yeah.
And probably less than half of them were fully necessary. And some of them were really good is the unfortunate part. They just get lost. So basically at the end of Age of Revelation finale, they fail. We have Revelation, the living planet.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the big thing, which is the arguably the bigger issue for right now, is whoever was in future Beast's body, we find out was not Beast. What? So current version Beast is still him. He's still Hank McCoy from 2025, if we want to call it that. Whereas 10 years from now, Cyclops comes back, executes on the plan to try to kill Doug, and then Hank McCoy from now stops him, and he's like, Hank, what the hell?
Yeah, we've been planning for this. Oh, wait, you're not my Hank.
Yeah, you're not my Hank. And we find out in the Revelation finale that we don't really know how it happened, but the person who got intercepted was some leader in 3K who is a current day leader of a terrorist organization who is trying to mutate humans on their own to turn them into the X-Men and replace the X-Men and be rid of those our normal mutants.
Yeah.
So it got convoluted.
Yeah.
It was really good,
X-Men
actually.
Convoluted?
Yeah, true.
I don't believe it.
I tried to make that not long-winded. Believe it or not, I left a lot out. Yeah. But honestly, if you want to catch up on Age of Revelation, I would read Book of Revelation and Amazing X-Men.
Mm-hmm. What about Unbreakable?
I didn't like Unbreakable.
No?
Unbreakable was very much like big thing happened. And by the end, it's like big thing's not relevant anymore. I'm like, okay.
Cool.
Again, they were all only 3 issues, so nothing was that big of a deal. But Amazing X-Men, Book of Revelation are arguably the main 2.
Okay.
And then from there, if there are characters or teams that you like, you can sprawl out.
Radioactive Spider-Man.
Radioactive Spider-Man was very good, irrelevant to the story, but very good.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, this was fresh AF, and I liked the finale last week. That was fresh AF for me. Do the ends justify the means of this event? Maybe.
I have a take. I have a take about this particular issue, X-Men number 23, is that I think this would have been the end of this issue would have been a better place to do your time jump after this. So as opposed to doing issue 22, he joins the X-Men, and then we get Age of Revelation. I think at the end of 23, time jump, Age of Revelation.
That's a very interesting take. So we get an issue of being confused about what the hell's going on, who the Cyclops is.
Yes.
And then that's very, very
I think that would have been a very cool place to
Yeah. Things get even more complicated in this issue, but there's a lot of questions about how they're going to be dealing with what they've learned in the future. Because we also, by the end of this issue, current day Cyclops is still inhabited by future Cyclops. In the end of the finale, current day Cyclops consciousness was sent back to current day.
It was.
So at some point this is going to intersect and we're going to get normal Cyclops back. But boy, it's a whole thing.
I thought this was fun. For someone who didn't even read halfway through Age of Revelation, I gave up pretty early. This was interesting to find out kind of where we are now.
Yeah.
With regard to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day I try to make the X corner shorter and it never works.
I would say if you're not already reading X-Men or care, you don't need to read this.
No.
You could maybe wait an issue or 2 before jumping in.
I believe the next 2 are also going to be epilogues, so to speak. Like I think 23, 24, 25, if I recall correctly, are all going to be epilogues.
Although there are some miniseries coming that
there are. Cool. There's
Cyclops,
Rogue,
Magic and Colossus.
I really want to read Magic and Colossus.
Yeah.
Colossus. I'm so looking forward to that. There's oh god, was it Inglorious X-Men led by Cable?
Is it Inglorious X-Force?
X-Force, yes, thank you. That should be fun.
That looks good. The art on that looks nice.
There's a lot of cool stuff coming out for X-Men right now.
So yeah. Well, we did it.
Yeah, we did.
Yay, yes. Is there anything you're looking forward to reading that you haven't read yet this week? I'm going to catch up on Amazing Spider-Man.
Please do. I'm looking forward to, I think, Batman #5. Just what's the writer's name?
Matt Fraction.
Matt Fraction. His run has been awesome.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Double AF. What? Double Fresh AF? Fresh AF times 2.
Double AF. As F.
So yeah, Wednesday nights we live stream from the studio, not Jeremy's kitchen. We live stream from the studio. It's a great kitchen.
Thanks.
So many coffee things.
There's a lot of coffee things.
And tonight we're going to be talking about, what is it? What are we talking about? The Stranger Things finale. Boy, is there a lot of discourse online about that right now. And also Begonia.
What the hell is Begonia?
Begonia is the new film starring Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons by,
I don't know the name,
Yorgos Lanthimos.
I don't know that name either.
And it's awesome. I'm very excited to discuss it tonight on the live stream, 8 o'clock. Wednesday nights, 8 on YouTube. Join us. Hang out with us. Give us internet high fives. Comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Help us out. Give us to your friends. Wrap us up in a little bow and hand us to your friends and say,
take screenshots.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we'll talk at you later.
Bye.
I couldn't hold it.